ever since then, so Lance Conrad here from Draper, Utah. And so I've spent my whole career trying to find the easy button, something easier that the masses could do and that everybody could have success with. And so I've done a couple of different companies over the years. I've been the top recruiter in 2 different billion-dollar companies. Most recently, I was in a company where I joined, it was almost at, flat, almost nothing. And in 13 months, our team did 100 million in sales. And in 2.5 years, we did over almost 200 million in sales. Here's what happened. January this year, I got introduced to this product. And the truth is, that was a different version of this product that's similar, right? The truth is I let it sit on my counter and did not use it for about a month. I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm making a lot of money. I'm selling other products, doesn't matter what. And I don't really need that product, what have you. So then and then what happened from January to February, the prices of fuel started going up steadily. I'm like, this product might be more interesting. My wife talked me into buying her a new car. It was an Acura MDX, but you couldn't buy it in Utah. So she found one in Colorado, which is about an 8.5-hour drive. So I flew over the Rockies, went and picked up her car. And I thought this would be a cool test. I drove a brand new Acura, it had 6 miles on it, and drove home from Colorado, put premium fuel in it. I was going about 85 miles an hour on the freeway. And I was getting 20 to 21 miles to the gallon, just me. I got home and I put my wife, my daughter, and all of our luggage in the car. And we drove to southern Utah for a dance competition and back, which is about another 8 hours. This time we put 85 octane in a brand new vehicle. Don't do that. That's a no-no. You shouldn't do that, right? But we put the secret tablet in. We were averaging 24 to 25 miles a gallon with a full, with 2 passengers and luggage there and back. And I said, oh my goodness, everybody needs to hear about this product. This is such an easy product. You start watching on social media, everybody's talking about the price of fuel. The price of fuel is the first thing that's an indicator of inflation, recession. The economy's falling apart because I can't even afford to drive to work. I'm walking 30 miles one way to work because I can't afford to drive. And I know I'm exaggerating a little bit, but if you check Facebook, that's what it seems like. I mean, people are taking out mortgages to be able to pay for the gas. The car, they just paid cash, but they're taking out mortgages for the gas. And I'm like, this is the product. This is the story. There's zero friction. It's low cost, low barrier to entry. Nobody says no, and anybody can do this. This is what I've been searching for my whole career. And so we went into the process of launching a company. We started putting the back office together, started putting the technology together, merchant accounts, everything that goes into doing that. Walked away from a multi-million-dollar a year income to start this company out of pocket from scratch. A lot of fear, a lot of risk, because I feel like it's something that if it's done right, everybody can succeed with this company right now. So fast forward, we were able to open the doors and launch Govee a few weeks ago. It's not even been a month. Even at the end of June, we started early June. And our first couple of weeks, we had, 800,000 in our first 2.5 weeks. We did over $1 million in sales. Our first full week of business, we had 28 people hit the top ranks of our company, with several people earning tens of thousands of dollars in their first week in business. But here's what gets me excited is that it's so simple. Everybody that buys it saves money. If they decide to share it with friends and family, they can make money with this process. And oh, by the way, the difference between being a subscriber, so we are an e-commerce subscription company with a rewards platform. The difference between being a subscriber and a promoter is just clicking a button that says, yeah, I'd like to share it and I'd like to make money when I share it. So Govee was born around this organometallic fuel catalyst. Everybody, the big question, does it work? Yeah, it works amazing. Everybody's a skeptic until they go put it in their tank and they start driving around and then they're like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. And then is it safe? And the answer is yes. The technology is not new. It won the Nobel Prize for chemistry in '73. That technology that was developed in the 70s is the basis of the technology of our pill and our tablet today. You know, the recipe over the years, it has changed, and how the tablets are built and how they dissolve and how well they assimilate into your engine. But in terms of the organometallic catalyst, which makes your engine burn fuel cleaner, that technology has been used by huge shipping companies, large equipment companies, end users like you for decades. So it's safe, it doesn't damage vehicles, it reduces emissions, it cleans the engine as your engine uses it. So older cars will sometimes see greater results as their engine cleans out. You might find that the first tank that you use it on, it's okay. The second tank is even better. And by the third tank, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm driving a new car. So yes, I put 85 octane in my Porsche GTS 8-banger turbo, and then I put the tablet in, hoping that that would somehow magically, you know, help the fuel. And my Porsche ran like a champ. It continued to perform at a high level, if anything, as good as before. I couldn't track the mileage super well, so I went out and bought a Ford Bronco, you know, those convertible Ford Broncos that are kind of cool right now. My neighbor bought one at about the same time. I thought it was kind of cool, so I went and copied my neighbor and I bought a Ford Bronco. So he's putting premium fuel in his Ford Bronco, and I'm putting 85 octane with the Govi tablet in my Ford Bronco. His Ford Bronco is getting 14, at best 15 miles to the gallon. My 85 octane cheap fuel with the magic octane booster, performance booster, emissions reducer, and gas mileage extender, I get 19 miles to the gallon. I get 4 to 5 miles per gallon more than he does. So if we can do the math simply, well, let's say 5, it's probably somewhere in the middle, but we're gonna say 5, and we have a 20-gallon tank. I get an extra 100 miles per tank. That's, you know, 4 or 5 extra gallons. Oh, and by the way, I'm saving 50 to 75 cents at the pump because I'm putting per gallon, because I'm putting cheap fuel in. So I spend $4 or $5 for a tablet, and I'm saving $30. Now, maybe you use cheap fuel already anyway, which is fine. That's okay. What if you save $10, $15, $20 a tank of gas? Right now, anything helps. Why wouldn't you want it? Well, here's the cool thing. He said, can I use this at work? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I drive a truck. I'm like, fantastic. Can I get it at my corporation? I'm like, sure, why not? When I say truck, he's, you know, like a van or something like that. And it's like, what's your corporation? This is my neighbor that owns a Ford Bronco. He said, FedEx. I'm like, well, we are a new company. I'm not sure we're ready for FedEx yet. And besides, you need to know somebody to get in those big corporate accounts. And he's like, no, you don't understand. I work for FedEx Ground. We are independent operators. We own our own franchises. I have 20,000 friends that if you save them money on fuel in their trucks, you make them money. It goes straight to their bottom line. Think about this. I get it. You might drive a Tesla. We don't want you in our company. We don't like Elon Musk. I'm kidding. We like Elon Musk, and we'll keep you in our company because even if you drive a Tesla, you have friends that drive trucks and cars and with fuel in them. This works for gas, and it also works for diesel. Here's the cool thing. If you decide to be a subscriber, you get it monthly, you get it at a cheaper rate. We'd like to keep you forever. We'll find other ways to reward you just for being on subscription. We've got a couple of different promotions and incentives for just staying on subscription and getting this monthly, whether it's 1 pack, which is $25. There's 5 tablets, which will treat 5 tanks of gas. We have a 3-pack, which is about $50. And we have a 7-pack, which is $100 if you go on subscription. If you decide to share it with friends and family, you get paid bonuses, and there's several ways you get paid. But the one I like the best is actually pretty simple. If you find 2 people that get on subscription with you, and they find 2 people, that's a team of 6 people that want to save money and fuel, you probably haven't even left your cul-de-sac yet. You can earn up to $100 a month, and it sort of depends because it would be $50 or $100 a month, depending on what subscription they're on. And that's a monthly bonus every month. These 6 people order in subscription, and now you're making money on fuel every month. The cost of fuel goes up. You're like, yes, more people will sign up. How cool is that? So then you sign up 3 people personally. They each sponsor 3 people. That's a team of only 12 people, and you can earn up to $300 a month helping people save money on fuel. It's like the coolest, simplest thing you've ever seen. And then the next bonus, if you sign up 4 people, one more, and they each sign up 4 people, that's 20 people. You could be earning anywhere from $250 up to $500 a month, depending on which subscription they're on, for helping people save money on fuel. And that's the cool thing. If you just tell people what this tablet does, they're gonna sign up. I have a friend that went to Costco. The line for fuel around Costco was almost 45 minutes long, as people, they had like traffic, you know, the guys that direct the planes at the airport directing traffic at Costco to get to the fuel pumps. He walked up and down and showed the tablets to people in line and asked if their car was on the pill, explained what the pill looked, what the pill did for their car, and signed up 17 people in one Costco line while he was there. One more bonus. If you sign up 5 people and they each sign up little teams of 5, that's 30 people on this fuel saving tablet. You earn $700 and more, because there's several other bonuses you could earn, for a team of only 30 people. Let's put that in perspective. In most home-based businesses, if you have a team of 30 people that are buying your product, you're at about break even, meaning you're making about as much as you're spending monthly on the product. Well, first of all, our product saves you money every month. And with a team of 30 people, you're at $700, $800, maybe $900 a month in profit. You can do this. I shared that with, and there's several other bonuses. And if you want to make a lot of money, we have people that made, you know, 30,000 plus last week. I mean, that's just amazing. I mean, the first week in the business. So, I mean, there's huge money involved in this, but even little money is a blessing to everybody. That's, you know, a side hustle right now in a time of recession, which it looks like we're headed towards, inflation, which it's guaranteed that we have. Saving money on fuel helps the bottom line, not just for you, but for everybody you know. The only thing better than saving money on fuel is making money every time somebody fills up. So if you look at Govee, we tried to hit the easy button for a home-based business. It is an e-commerce subscription platform with a rewards program. The rewards program means you just got to help people save money on fuel. If you talk to people about this, they'll buy it. If you tell people what this does, they'll buy it. They don't even want to know a whole lot. They'll buy it. Just share it with them. Just sample it to them. They'll want it. They'll buy it. And then instead of you know, crying every time you see the price of fuel go up, you'll go, yes, $6 a gallon. And everybody's like, what are you doing? And you're like, dude, every time that goes up, more people want my product. I'm making money on fuel. And if that sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. Get with the person who got you on this Zoom and figure out how you can start your subscription today so you save money on fuel. And by the way, you might as well just sign up to be a promoter. We're not going to charge you anything to do that. And so you make more. You can go door to door. You can promote it online, and there's some rules to that, just as long as you keep the prices same and you use our branding correctly. But you can do it on online. You can do it door to door. You can do it on social media. We have Facebook groups for you with tons of testimonials. We have trainings for you. We have comp plan trainings. We have all that stuff in place. All I can tell you is you probably don't need it. If you show people what this is and tell them what it does, they're gonna like pull it out of your pocket. They might take your clothes off to get to it. You're gonna walk around naked because you have no product left and they ripped your clothes off to grab your product from you. Maybe not quite that extreme, but I'm just telling you, if you can save people on fuel, they want it.
Lance, does this operate on new cars and old cars like 1960, 70?
Yeah. So the answer is yes. New cars, old cars, diesel, all of the above. In fact, because it burns cleaner, there's less emissions. So with diesel, not only does it improve fuel performance and gas mileage or fuel, diesel mileage or what have you, but you use less DEF, which is also an expensive additive required for modern diesels. The older products, the older cars, it's going to help clean out the engine. And instead of seeing 10 or 15% better fuel performance, you're going to see your car with much bigger fuel performance. So the lag time in the future will be very quick. All of our orders process between 24 to 48 hours and ship. We are a startup, and so the first orders have taken a little longer to get out the door, and that was alerted ahead of time. But pretty much everything in North America has shipped. So if you haven't received it, you'll receive it soon. And the European and South American people that have bought our product are in the process of, we've actually shipped it to the countries, and then we have to distribute it to the individuals in Europe and Central and South America. So you guys are fantastic. I took 20 minutes of your time. I could have done all of that in 5 minutes, but you had to listen to me tell you great stories. 28 people hit the top rank of our company in their first week. If they maintain that, they will all earn a 6-figure income and up. So if you think that sounds cool, I think we'll have hundreds of people do that over the next year. We'd like you to be one of them. But even if you were just saving money on fuel, you're a winner. And if you're making a few $100s a month on fuel, helping people save money on fuel, what a cool side hustle to have. So thank you all for being here. Really get with the person who got you in, subscribe. It really is as good as we said. It really does work. It is safe, and we love you. So thanks for being on and listening to me for 21 minutes. I hope you all have a great night. Thanks, Brian. I'm talking to you, MacArthur. Have a good one.